logo was and is a classic. It was around since the network existed in 1992 and lasted until June 13, 2004. As the network got a new logo and got rid of the Powerhouse era and brought in the City era. I don't know why Cartoon Network got rid of this precious checkerboard logo in black and white. And with the black and white squares, I mean, it just fits the network. When I think of Cartoon Network, I think of this logo. This is the type of logo that you could eat off of. Screw a plate. Hey, Dad, you want me to hand you a plate? Are you kidding me? Hand me the classic checkerboard logo instead. Now that's what I'm talking about, son. You can use that logo as a napkin that you put on your lap when you're about to have dinner. This is the logo that was used from 2004 to 2010. I mean, I thought the logo was okay, but it was just the C and N letters from the checkerboard logo put together with a blue strip or whatever underneath the squares, and at the bottom it says Cartoon Network. It was okay, but it's got nothing on the checkerboard logo. It wasn't all that. Then 2010, there was the other logo that is still around to this day. It's fine too, but it pretty much looked the same as the one from 2004 to 2010, except the C and N letters, they just look more modern. They have a modern look. You don't see the blue strip underneath the C and N letters. And the Cartoon Network at the bottom looks a bit more decent and improved. This one's okay, but it just seems like it's another upgraded version of the 2004 logo. Why couldn't the network give the checkerboard logo a modern look? If they would have just gave it a modern look, then that would have been fine. I'd rather they had done that instead of just getting rid of the checkerboard logo, period. Like, for example, this image. I got this from Reddit, and someone created a Cartoon Network picture where it's pretty much like a collage of images of characters from different Cartoon Network shows throughout the history of the network. And right in that middle, you see the Cartoon Network checkerboard logo, right? But as you see the letters seem like they are in a modern look. And it doesn't look like it was since 1992. So it's got like a modern look to it. That is what I'm talking about. Cartoon Network could have done that and just gave the checkerboard logo a modern look. They should have done that instead of getting rid of the logo as a whole. But no, they just had to flip and change it. And so I looked it up, doing Google AI. And so I had to look up to see why Cartoon Network dropped this checkerboard logo. And apparently, the reason why they got rid of the logo was to modernize its brand and shift to an abbreviated Cartoon Network CN identity. So that's why they got rid of the checkerboard logo. And I'm like, man, F that. That's some bull crap. I don't care. You shouldn't have got rid of the checkerboard logo. Now, I know the checkerboard logo, despite it being changed, the checkerboard logo has still been used on certain merchandise, certain items, and like games and stuff for Cartoon Network. Like the Cartoon Network racing game. As you can see in the background, you see the Cartoon Network logo on the ground. So there's that. Then there's the Cartoon Network collection, which is what I have. For the Game Boy Advance, the checkerboard logo still existed for the Christmas DVDs. I have these as well. And the Halloween DVD, which is also the other DVD I have as well. But the checkerboard logo should still exist as a whole, not just for certain items and video games and other merchandise. So hopefully, one day Cartoon Network will come to their senses and return the checkerboard logo. But you know what? They probably won't. Even if somebody were to come across this video, they probably wouldn't give a rat's ass about what they have to say. They only care about themselves and the money and the money and the money and all that. And I'm sure it's true, but you know what? I don't care. They should give a damn about how we feel. And all I'm saying is they need to return the checkerboard logo, and all you gotta do is just give it a modern look. Okay, sure, you don't want to continue looking like it was in the 1990s. That's why you could have upgraded it and make it more modern. Duh, simple as that. So Cartoon Network, get it together and please hopefully come to your senses of bringing back the checkerboard logo with a modern look. That's it. You guys tell me, do you think Cartoon Network should bring back their checkerboard logo and just give it a modern look? And do you think the checkerboard logo is the best logo ever in the history of the network? And how you feel about the other logos that existed in 2004 and the current one that's been around since 2010?